Now, how did you end up with? I know you met Louis Armstrong around this same time, or maybe it was earlier, but
Yeah, I
he
was.
saw you. I gather
Well,
he saw you on a show.
no, he yes, he did, but it was a live show. I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was invited to be on a show in Pasadena with the Firehouse Five. Me singing with the Firehouse Five.
right.
I didn't usually. I, I tell you, our little all the trad jazz people, a lot of them are very hard headed. They like a certain thing, and that's what I like, and I'm
Right.
not having any of this or
Right.
that. That's what I like.
Right.
Well, so anyway, I said, okay, I'd do it on the grounds that it was opposite Louis' band.
Mm.
And I thought, oh, can't miss that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So here's the juicy part of the story. I was working in a club in New York at the time that I got the invitation. It was one of those month-long or something kind of a
Residency.
with some time in
Yeah.
there. And it was in the Village, and it was a place that was frequented by the people from Billboard and
Right.
Variety, and they
Right.
wrote about all the time. It was a very good spot to be in.
Sounds like.
And I was one night I get this telegram inviting me to go to this Pasadena thing, but it's right during that period.
Right.
How am I going to fly out there and do that and fly right back when as broke as I am?
Right.
Because I was forever running from the bill collector because, I had 3 kids,
Sure.
a wonderful but not a money-raising husband, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought, oh, well, anyway, that night, I'm singing away, and I see in the back the shining face of Bill Basie.
Wow.
He came down. We were friends already on a casual basis. I mean,
Wow.
we knew each other, and he had come just to check me out.
That is something else, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then so we were talking afterward, and he says, "Well, what are you going to do now?" And I said, "Well, I just got this invitation, and I said, I really don't know what to do." He said, "Come by my office tomorrow."
Did he get you a ticket?
He paid the plane ticket.
Wow.
He said, "You're not going to miss this gig."
That is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Count Basie paid your way
Paid
to
my way.
Pasadena. Wow.
And then when I sang on that show, that's
That's
where I met
amazing.
Louis.
That's
and
awesome. Yeah.
that was that.
So now,
So-
when you played the TV show, you did a special, was it a Timex?
Timex special. Mm-hmm.
All Stars or something, and that's such a great clip because I think it's got Gene Krupa starting the
Right.
song. And,
Well, the way it is, the whole show, they had way too many artists in
Right.
1 hour.
Right.
And they had to just segue all the time
Yeah.
and make medleys out of everything and
Right.
jam it together. And so then Louis and his band had different artists come on and off with them and do. Anyway, they had this whole setup, and I hadn't been able. This is the other thing. I couldn't get to New York. I had the ticket, but I couldn't get a flight because it was the end of the Rose Bowl, and everybody had booked these. It was New Year's.
Right.
They're all booking the flights, and it's all booked up. Whoa. Well, anyway, I finally managed to get on something, and I got back to New York, and I went right from the airport to the TV station, which was in one of those big skyscrapers
Right.
in the middle of Manhattan. And I walk in, and Louis and the band are just packing up.
Wow.
And George Simon, who was the director, looks at me and goes like, "Oh." Well, he says, "Sorry, but we just can't. Because in a live, it was all live then. You can,
Right. Right.
So live shows, you have to rehearse all week to put
Yeah.
that show on because one day you do the lights, next day you do the positions,
Right.
next day you do the whatever, the sound. So I had missed all of that, and George Simon was just saying, "Well, can't do it." But Louis is sitting on the edge of the stage. I got a picture of it. He's sitting on the stage, got a shoe off and his white athletic socks,
Right.
rubbing his feet, and he sees me come in, and I tried my best to make eye contact, because I knew if I did, that he's really the boss.
He's
not
gonna,
George
yeah,
Simon.
he's gonna stick up
So
for
I
you.
look
Yeah.
at him, I do, hi, there. And so George Simon gets fixed. He says, all right, you can have 60 seconds. What can you do in 60 seconds? I started to tell him, I started to say, well, listen, this is the blues. You have to develop the thing. You can't just jump in it.
Yeah.
And then I go like, hold your tongue. Don't be silly. You got
Right.
60 seconds,
Right.
use it.
Use it.
Well, only about 2 months before I had done the Bobby Troop show or some other L.A.
Right.
show.
TV show. Yeah.
And I had sung Old Fashioned Love.
Right.
And I knew that a whole chorus of that was 60 seconds.
Ah.
So I said, well, I won't do a
okay.
blues then, I'll do Old Fashioned Love.
Wow.
Okay, fine. So, Louis, come on back, fellas. And okay. And then we run through the song one time. The band leaves. Louis is still sitting there, and he says, it's too fast, right? Yeah. And it was way too fast.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, Pops, it was too fast. He says, that's all right, we'll fix it. Because I'll have Krupa change in tempo when he does his thing.
Ah.
That's why you see that happen.
Wow.
That is exactly why it happened.
Too much. Man. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, there's moments in life which are so, they just seem like they're meant to happen, but they happen by the skin of their teeth.
Right. Right.
Just barely make it.
Barely make it. Yeah.
Like catching the bus when you're going to be late
Yeah.
for school.
Well, I like that
Just
about
make it.
making eye contact with him, because it could have all just gone away.
I know, it could have.
Yeah.
Totally,
You got all the way there.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I figured, Louis is the boss here. And that was it. And I just, thank
Now,
you.
he offered you wasn't it a tour
Well,
to
he did. He asked,
Europe or something?
he was about to make one of his State Department tours when he was Ambassador Satch. Remember all that?
Right.
And he invited me to be the singer. He had Velma Middleton, but she was getting kind of
Right.
not too
I
well
remember
and all
her,
that.
Yeah.
And so he asked me to do it. Of course, I was over the moon. I mean,
Yeah.
who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the make or break of your lifetime.
Absolutely.
One of them.
Yeah.
I got a lot of those.
You do have a lot of them. Yeah.
Most of them broke. I made some, but anyway, that was really a dream of a lifetime. And then I got pulled off the tour at the last minute.